Welcome back to Nintendo Academy. I am Mike Perez, and yes, I'm going to talk about the Nintendo Direct, the time we are currently in, and all of the amazing future games that we are expecting with the Nintendo Switch Pro or Plus. Before we begin, if we are just meeting, I am Mike Perez, and I am Mike Perez, and here at Nintendo Academy, we cover everything Nintendo news, from games, news, products, and a lot more. So if you are into videos like this, consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss another Nintendo Academy video. Okay, let's begin. I took a search around YouTube and saw that there are plenty of videos basically saying that Nintendo Direct is gone and that Nintendo will probably get rid of Directs altogether. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that I disagree. Why do I disagree? Pretty obvious that Nintendo is delayed. They're behind on their release dates for certain products and games, and the whole 2020 thing happened. So we are not really on schedule. They're not on schedule. So they are currently not on schedule to release certain things when they wanted to, but they are releasing things. All they did was push release dates a little forward so that we could have the full experience as intended, but just a little bit later in the year. So right now, believe it or not, we are still in Super Mario 35 anniversary mode. We are still celebrating Super Mario 35 and Mario's anniversary, and it'll end on March 31st. That's when it's said that the games will go away, although personally I don't think they will completely go away. What I think will happen is that some of the games that are currently being bundled, just like the Mario All-Star with Mario 64 and the other Mario games, are going to be separated and sold separately, and maybe in a digital version. So it's not that they're completely going away. Nintendo has plans on revamping the online system to bring over the Nintendo 64 and GameCube games to Nintendo Online. That is going to happen. I'm pretty sure it's been delayed as well. So yeah, we're just a little behind. Nintendo Directs are still well and alive, and there's a lot to look forward to. Now, what do I think the next Direct is going to be about? We have the Pokémon 25th anniversary. That's really happening. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and link that link below in the description where you can find out all about Pokemon 25th anniversary. This is this beautiful website that has very cool information about Pokemon 25th anniversary. And another big thing that we think that the next Direct will have and feature will be the announcement for the Nintendo Switch Pro. But I'm going to go on record to tell you that it is not called the Nintendo Switch Pro. It is called the Nintendo Switch Plus. So come back to this video when the Nintendo Switch Pro or Plus is announced and then tell me, oh, you're wrong, or either you're right. But yeah, I'm going to go on record saying it's the Nintendo Switch Plus. And if Nintendo does announce this Nintendo Switch Plus, then here are the games that will be coming out along with the Nintendo Switch Plus. Now, some of these games will not be available for the regular Nintendo Switch due to the graphic capabilities that the Nintendo Switch Plus will have, and other games will be out throughout the entire Nintendo Switch family. But let me back up just a minute and give you a precise maybe timeline onto when the Nintendo Switch Plus will probably go into pre-order mode, and I'm predicting around the month of April. So April will be a good time for the Nintendo Switch Plus to go into pre-order mode after it's announced, and then after April, then we'll see the launch of all of these other games. The games that I am predicting will come out later this year will be available after April, not before. So we need to get over the Mario 35th anniversary in order to go into other games. Nintendo is not going to go ahead and share the spotlight with its main character, which is Mario. So here are the games that are coming out after April or after March. One game that I predict will come out later on this year is Super Mario Odyssey 2. Mario Odyssey was a really good game on the Nintendo Switch, and of course with its popularity, and the new console coming around, I'm pretty sure Nintendo is on the works to release a new Mario game, and what better franchise to continue than Mario Odyssey 2. So what do you guys think? Are you looking forward to? Would you like to see another Mario Odyssey? And what would you like to see different about this game? Another game that might be coming over to the Nintendo Switch Pro, and this one will probably be only on the Nintendo Switch Pro. I am predicting that this year with the Nintendo Switch Plus, the release of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't know if anybody on YouTube has predicted or even mentioned this game for the Nintendo Switch. It's because the current Switch might not be able to handle that type of graphical power, but with the Nintendo Switch Plus, it will be possible to port this game over to the Nintendo Switch. Final Fantasy has been one of my favorite franchises of all time. I started playing Final Fantasy when Final Fantasy VII came out, and then ever since then I've been hooked. Final Fantasy VII, 8, and 9 have been my favorite games of the entire franchise. A lot of them are already on the Nintendo Switch, so now I'm expecting for Final Fantasy VII, the remake, to make it to the Nintendo Switch Plus. Do you want to see Final Fantasy VII Remake? Have you ever played any of the Final Fantasy games? Let me know in the comments. Another game that will sure make it this year after April, after the Mario 35th anniversary has been done and over, is Metroid 4. Now, we know that this game has been in development. We've seen teasers and a lot of other really cool stuff from this game, but now it's time for them to release a really cool trailer for this game so we can see more about it. And also the launch date. I expect that right after April, it's when Nintendo will actually just hit us left and right with game releases, and it's gonna be an amazing year for Nintendo. So Metroid 4 is one of the games that I'm looking forward to. Next up, Splatoon 3. Yes, Splatoon 3. I mean, Splatoon 2 is still going on strong, but I think it's time for a Splatoon 3. When did Splatoon 2 come out? That was about, has it been like 4 to 5 to 6 years since Splatoon 2 came out? And I think it's time for another iteration of Splatoon to be available, and I predict this will be coming out with the Nintendo Switch Plus. Have you noticed I've said Plus and not Pro? This next game I should have mentioned before, maybe number 1, but we've already seen a semi-trailer for it. We know we're expecting the game. But did you know that for every new console that has been released, Nintendo has also released a Zelda game? Pretty cool piece of trivia. With the Nintendo Switch Plus, we are expecting Breath of the Wild 2, slogan below. I don't know what it's gonna be called. We are expecting the game to be a little darker, just like Majora's Mask was to Ocarina of Time. So with the trailer that we saw, we see that the game is a little darker than Breath of the Wild was. And I'm looking forward to this game. I mean, I want to know what happens next. The story of Breath of the Wild was so awesome, so amazing. The graphics were amazing, the storytelling, the elements, everything just came together. And of course, Hyrule Warriors had to follow as a prequel just because of the success of Breath of the Wild. Now we are looking forward to Breath of the Wild 2. And I know this game will be out with the Nintendo Switch Plus. And the last game that I know will be out this year for a fact, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. This game is currently in development, and with the 25th anniversary of Pokemon around the corner, this is just a no-brainer. It's coming out, expect it. Diamond and Pearl, the remake, will be available on the Nintendo Switch later this year. It will be. It's coming out. There's no question about it. This game will be part of the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. See, there's a reason why they scheduled Pokemon Snap for April. This is after March, which is the end of Mario 35th, and the beginning of Pokemon Anniversary 25. 25th anniversary of Pokemon, yes. So in April, we begin the 25th anniversary of April. In April, we expect Pokemon Snap coming out, and that's when the 25th anniversary of Pokemon will begin. That way, Pokemon gets center stage, and we see a lot of announcements when it comes to Pokemon games, merchandise, and a lot of other crazy cool stuff. This is going to be the Pokemon year, my friends. So if you love Pokemon, this is the year for you. Get excited. It's happening. There's no going back now. Nope, you can't change your mind. You can't get out of the car. You're in, along for the ride. So in April, we have Pokemon Snap. Right after that, we probably get a Nintendo Online Pokemon game, just like the Mario 35 game that we just had for the Mario anniversary. Yep, we're gonna get one for Pokemon. Then Pokemon Let's Go Johto will be announced later on in the year, around September, October-ish. These are all my predictions. This will be a Pokemon year. Pokemon fans, get excited. This is your year. Oh, another game that might be coming out is the remake of Detective Pikachu, which I'm pretty sure they're right about done with that game. Yeah, just got off the phone with them. They told me they were almost done. And yeah, the 25th anniversary of Pokemon Nintendo Direct will be a big one, but it'll also be part of the Nintendo Switch Plus Direct, which will also be a greater one. And yeah, this year will be one epic one when it comes to Nintendo products, when it comes to Nintendo, when it comes to Pokemon, and when it comes to you, because you love Nintendo. Now, all of this speculation sounds amazing. I love myself for saying all this stuff. No, I don't. What do you think? It's your turn. It's your turn to speculate. Tell me down below in the comments, which of these games are you looking forward to the most? Did I miss anything? Are you looking forward to something coming out this year? If not, then yeah, tell me. I have nothing to say, but just write anything you want down below in the comments. Keep it clean, though. Alright guys, that is it for this video. My next video will probably be about Nintendo controllers that are awesome. Thank you for watching. I am Mike Perez with Nintendo Academy.